Attorney General, and we want her and her staff to read them. All right, let's go. What we did want to do as a group was give you some reading material in advance of our meeting. So I'm going to do that now. So we have a statement here from Mark Ruffalo, who invites you and Governor Quinn to come with him to Pennsylvania to actually see fracking sites firsthand. And we have messages from people from Pennsylvania who are warning the state of Illinois that no matter how good your regulations are, when they're not enforced, especially during times of budget cuts and sequesters, there just is no safe fracking. And it documents the very serious circumstances under which they're living, and urge the people of Illinois not to make the same mistake that happened in Pennsylvania. And then we have a letter from the people of the upper Midwest in Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin, where they're doing industrial sand mining for frac sand. And they're watching the whole landscape be hauled away. The coulees, the bluffs, the hills, they're all going. And they're concerned that if Illinois should open its borders to fracking, the price of frac sand will rise even further, and the demand will grow further, and they will be strip mined even more. The problem with silica sand is it's very strong. It holds open the cracks so the gas can escape, but it's also a carcinogen. So they have a lot of children, a lot of pregnant women breathing in silica dust. And so when they heard that we were coming to talk with you today, over Memorial Day, just less than 24 hours on Memorial Day, this letter ended up being 10 pages long, not because the letter's long, the letter's only 2 pages, but the other 8 pages are just signatures of people and organizations who are fighting fracking very hard and really wanted you to see this. So we just felt that if the elected officials in Illinois, yourself, the Attorney General, the Governor, can't and won't come to see what fracking really looks like, that we at least need to bring fracking to you so that you can read the stories of people who are living firsthand and really do due diligence. We feel that the Attorney General, as the chief legal counsel for the state of Illinois, has a responsibility to uphold the Constitution of Illinois, which includes Article 11, giving us the right to a safe and healthy environment. It's really clear from the people who are living on the front lines with drilling and fracking operations and all the attendant technologies, because it's more than just fracking. It's sand mining, it's compressor stations, it's 60-foot flare stacks giving off formaldehyde. There's no way to regulate that into an acceptable safety. And given that, massive drilling and fracking operations are not compatible with Article 11 of the Constitution. So that's the message that all of us here felt very strongly that we want the Attorney General to know, because we stand ready if the first accident, the first explosion, first poisoned child, the first drinking water well, to say that this was brought to you by the negligence of our Attorney General. And we're ready to say that. We really hold our Attorney General to the highest standards, that we have a great respect for the rule of law, and we expect her to do that as well. We are the voice of the anti-fracking movement across the United States. We are an abolitionist movement. We are a citizen uprising. It's growing by leaps and bounds. And should this regulatory bill tip forward, we fully intend, and this is just as a heads up, to use what's happening here in Illinois as a focal point for our work. We would plan to bring Freedom Rider buses here. Civil disobedience is part of our strategies and tactics, because at the end of the day, the regulations can't make fracking safe. I think the Attorney General believes that. We all believe that. We don't doubt that you fought tooth and nail against a very powerful industry, but this is an industry that won't come to anyone's heel, not the federal government, not any Attorney General. And I don't believe any of us in this room feel like this set of rules that you came up with, without any citizen participation, without us scientists and doctors in the room, are sufficiently protective. They're not democratic, they're not scientific. And should they turn into law, we will vigorously resist them. We will be back here this summer. Whatever happens, we'll be back here this summer. Mark Ruffalo is interested in coming too, to build out education, to build out action and resistance, the kind of work that should have probably been done years ago here, but we will do it under whatever circumstances that we need to. We would really like Lisa Madigan, who we do consider a friend, to be on the right side of history. She's about to be on the wrong side of history. It would be a great act of good faith right now, before we cross the Rubicon and this becomes law, if she would release a statement as the chief lawyer of Illinois to say that just what you told us, that it can't be done safely. She's firmly opposed to it, and she begs the people who are the elected officials of Illinois to see things that way, that this whole process needs to be stopped. It's crazy, it's not democratic, it's not scientific. Let's just push the pause button here and sort it all out. If she could release a statement like that in the next 24 hours, that would go a long way to making us feel like she's on our side and not on the other side.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.